Up, down, up, down. What's gonna happen?
We're going down. We're going down.
I hope up.
Well, we're gonna see, I guess. We just gotta figure it out today.
Put a poll, up or down.
We have to go up.
Yeah.
Up, up, up. I knew it'd be a millionaire. Up all over. Down, down, up, up.
Up. Everybody's saying up, guys. Everybody. So up one now. If everybody both going down, then
Gensler got wrecked, so we're going up.
someone
Jackie,
will
you
down,
could be
down,
right,
down,
Happy
down,
could be
down.
wrong.
Hi. Okay. Let's start off by just muting everyone now quickly. We're just going to take this time quick to just allow everyone to get into the stream. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Let's just see if we can spotlight some of the team here quickly. Right. Fefe, you want to do a quick little hello there?
Sure. Welcome everybody. I see we've got 600 people up here, right? And we've got another ton of people going on on YouTube as well. So that's fantastic. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're very happy to see you. We have this live session happening every day. This is leading up to 𝗦𝗏𝗧 University. It's gonna be epic. So basically what we really want to do here is not necessarily just to give you live trades. It's not necessarily a specific live trading event, but it's rather a session that we want to keep. We're going to discuss market conditions. We're going to discuss, psychology. We're going to discuss spot and leverage and everything related to trading. So you've got a lot of mentors. You've got a lot of mods up here that are ready to help and bring charts. And this is my personal opinion, what I truly believe is that the reason why you have to attend these events is because of the community and the power of the community. And if you've been in the bull market and you've got on the top of the bull market and you got regged, this is the reason why you should just come here and be here and listen, because more people see more things. And there again, like we are more than 1,000, 500, 600, 800 whatever people overall here that can share their thoughts in the chat, and also the mentors are here always monitoring charts, and we discuss also in the Discord. So who is here are the ones who are gonna make it at the end. So we are very, very happy to see you here. Someone is asking if Sheldon is coming. Sheldon is coming as well. But first, before he gets here, we can just discuss some market conditions. So what do you guys think, my sniper mentor buddies? What's happening? We had this decent flush. I actually just said that I tweeted about 15 minutes before this dump happened. We saw it kind of coming. I will tell you what I think was going to happen, but this is, again, just perspective. This is what trading is about. I think we are heading a little bit lower. That's what I think. I think this big dump came, macroeconomics not that good, and also we just went up and up and up and up and up. But that could be, if Bitcoin starts coming back down, that could potentially trigger the alt rally that Sheldon is talking about for a while now. So guys, it's gonna be a very, very exciting week or weeks ahead. Lots of money to be made, lots of trades to be taken. What is very important, I think you should not jump the gun. Do not get in right now. Do not start shorting. Do not start longing. Just wait a little bit. Let's see what's happening. Sheldon in the house.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Bro, we're just
Yo.
Hola.
Okay, we're in. Crazy day. Absolutely crazy day. Fefe, I appreciate the what's happening, guys? What's up? What's up? So I think we live on the Zoom right now. So what's up to the school members? What's happening, guys? Did we survive? I think let's run a poll there, Jack, and see. I spoke yesterday, and one thing that we talk about a lot in these things is your stop losses in? And guys, isn't it incredible that we hear on these daily basis? Like, previously before you'd have these random dumps, and they happen, guys. These things happen a lot when the bull market comes into attack. You start to get a lot of leverage coming in, a lot of newbies coming in, and they absolutely flush out. They flush out the money all the time. But what's important is we hear every single day. Now you're sitting with us all full in action, and we get to run these things every day. Now, for me, it's about where are we on the higher time frames? Have we broken any high time frame sort of structures, or is this opportunity to be loading up? And that's a big thing. Someone said here, I got a stop loss out, still better than getting wrecked. Exactly. That's why you are here. That's why you're here.
Legend.
Now, yesterday, guys, let's be honest. Yesterday, we ran a poll on this call and there was, I think, 30 people because there was hundreds of people. I said, stop loss. You just stop loss in. We ran a poll and there was 30 people that said no. They don't have a stop loss in. They are crying this morning. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, guys. For me, it's about the consistency and these sort of things. I got stopped out great. I am going to be sharing with you guys because what we're going to do is we're going to go through many of the tokens. Let's look a little bit at high time frame views and let's look if there's any small term opportunities. So I got stopped out. Amazing. But what I did do is I am in some short term, very quick longs because I think that there's going to be a small little bounce up. I'll go through that shortly. Small little bounce up, as you can see over here on the small time frames. I still think that we're going to come test these lows again, these short-term lows, maybe even lower sort of lows. But what I'm seeing over here first is a small little push up. And then basically we can be looking at coming down. And what I'm basically looking at here is Bitcoin's going to basically range. So we have two major communities here. We have our normal school community. And I want to quickly, if you can just highlight me there, Jackie, just me. I just want to have a quick shout out to everyone that's there and just explain what is happening and how we're running the stream. Because not only do we have the school community here, we also, is it just me highlighted? I see everyone's on screen. Just highlight me quickly, please. Thank you, sir. Not only do we have the school community here, we also have the entire crypto banter base over here. I know we're live on the channel too. So guys, what this is about and what I'm explaining to you now is we now have a little bit of time. We run these daily streams every day. And the way it basically works is you join Sniper School. Once you've done the course or you're busy with the course, you get invited to these daily calls. And these daily calls run around about an hour to 2 hours every day. Sometimes there's trades and there's many times that we like to take trades as the market's happening and we're trading together because end of the day, many of you have been watching the show and many have been doing it, but you needed the basics, right? And the course gives you the basics. You probably know majority of it, but the structure you don't know. And the purpose and the businesses that you're building and what you're actually doing with your money, you have no idea. So the course actually gives you the base foundation of what you're actually building in this space, why you're actually here, what you're trying to create. And then what we have after that is you've learned the basics now. Now it's time to get out into the field. It's time for us to jump in here now and actually trade together every day and actually help each other throughout the processes. And today's the best day. Today's the best day for us to jump on when the markets are down like this. And what are we doing? What is happening now? How are we treating this? Guys, you have this every single day. So I want to remind you yet again, if you are watching there, join Sniper School. You have 3 basic steps. If you click below in the description, you click on the register for Sniper School. It sends you an email. It's 3 basic steps. You have to open an exchange link. We have now 4 exchanges that you can join. We have Maxi, BitGet, Bybit, and OKX. You open one of those exchanges and you can put $100 in. That $100, everyone that's on this call right now is trading that $100. This is what it's for. It's your money to actually trade with, okay? Once you've done that and you've deposited your account, it's going to just ask you to put your user ID. So you go to your information section and on your actual account, you get your user ID and you insert that, and then you'll get approved and you get the full access to the course, the live events. I did a live event this morning. I did one yesterday night and these sort of things. So you have the live events where I jump in, but this is where you get to come, guys. On the good days, on the bad days, we are here and we're doing it live together. I'm running my accounts here and all these sort of things. So shout out to everyone that's already in school. And if you want to join, guys, this is the place. I promise you now, if the market decides to go down to 20K, you want to be here. If the market decides to go to 40K, you want to be here. You want like-minded people with you every single day that are doing it. We are community, we are family. And what I truly love about this is we have a whole bunch of mods here, right? We have a whole bunch of people that are sitting here. Guys, these were all community members that they've now come up. And now they're ready to start sharing their journeys and start to join. And you start to make your own trading groups and you start to make this just incredible thing with this community that you have. It's about being together throughout these things. It's so important because I'm sure all of you today are sitting now and this dump's happening and you're like, I want to quit, or should I panic out, and these sort of things. Is it not a lot more calm to come and jump and be like, breathe, guys, let's go through everything. Let's have a look. Let's see where we're at and let's make some decisions. And that's what it's about. So let's jump in. Surround yourself with winners. Exactly. Guys, do me a favor. I don't know if we can bring this up. If you do see it, just tell us what this journey means for you. Anyone that's in school, tell us what this means for you to have this every single day. We want to show the rest how important it actually is. I've always, when I joined this channel, just wanted to teach. That was always been the biggest thing. And now I get to be with you guys every day. So let's jump in and let's quickly have a look at what's happening. So I gave a little bit of a view on Bitcoin on the show now. About the higher timeframes. And I think that's the big thing we're just focusing on today, is to see how big is this pullback and do we hold the higher timeframe levels? If we hold the higher timeframe levels, huge buying opportunity, huge area to load up on the alts that you couldn't buy before. And it's time to continue. It's a flush out. It's something that comes, flushes out the leverage. I saw there was something like $180 million being liquidated in the last 2 hours. So definitely for me, we could see that this is a possible leverage hunt that's happening. We just want to make sure that, is it a liquidation hunt or is it possibly something more? And we have the major danger zones. So I want to quickly speak about where are these levels for Bitcoin. So what you can see over here is you can see that we basically have these previous highs over here. And this was the area that we basically consolidated, or we accumulated for a little while. We started to form a little bit of a flag, right? And ultimately, the top of the range was around the 29 and the bottom of the range was around the mid 26. And then what we finally did is we did crack through it, okay? Now, once we cracked through it, we never really tested it. So I want to remind you again, this is all about the education and experience in the game. But whenever you have something come up and form a flag and you do have a breakout, it is very likely that we do come and test that breakout. And as long as we hold that and we hold these areas and the sort of trend, it's good. It's a RS flip. It's something that's called where something was previously resistance, we turn it into support. And that's how you sort of step up and how you want the market to move. It's all about looking at natural movement within the market, guys. It's basically walking upstairs. So if you go and you look here again, you basically always want to just see the respected levels and to see that we're moving in the way we want to move. Okay, so for example, you go up, you consolidate, you make a flag, it may be like that, maybe slightly angled, but ultimately you then want it to get through that level. Once it's through that level, you want it to test, go up, form another flag, break that level and test. And you basically want this momentum. So I always teach you guys trend lines and I teach you how to track the momentum up. And this trend line over here, make sure that this is still respecting what it needs to do. That's what you want. When a coin is moving or when the market's been bullish, it's been bullish now for the last few weeks. It's been really good, actually. What you just want to see is that it remains in the momentum. It keeps up with the pace. As soon as it starts to slow down or starts to show a little bit of weakness or slowing down of the actual pace is when you're starting to get a little bit of an early warning sign. So that's why I always love to just show you that track the actual momentum. And what we had previously was we had Bitcoin forming this flag. And I was saying, guys, over the weekend, I think it was 2 weekends ago, I said, guys, there's the momentum. We have two options right now. We have two areas. We have the higher area of 31 to 32,000 as the upper, and we have the lower of the 25 to 26. This is the zone over here. And whichever line we break on this flag is the area that we're going to go test. And what happened after that was we ended up getting the breakouts that came over here. Now what's important is we got the breakout. We're still very much clear of higher highs, very much. We could see we are still projecting and still moving smoothly to the upside. But what you want to keep intact now is understand is that this original support is still the momentum that Bitcoin is moving in. And it's the momentum we want to continue to hold. As long as we hold this momentum, we still have the higher bullish targets of not only 31 to 32, even the possible higher targets of getting to the higher areas of getting us up to the 36, 37, 38 sort of level, as long as we hold this. As soon as we start losing this, it's now indicating that on higher time frame, we're starting to lose a little bit of steam because we gotta admit, guys, where we actually are. Where are we when it comes to the actual charts? And this was the one that I showed you guys. I showed you guys that we are now at the previous areas of this used to be support. It used to be support. And this all came from that May crash, that happened in the previous bull run. And ultimately, it made these lows, and these were areas we held. And now, in order for us to go into bull markets, we have to finally get through this major level. We get through this major level, it now gets us, it opens up the doors for all these higher sort of targets. So expect the fight here because it's probably one of the most important resistances. We had the original one, which was here, which we finally had to break through, and we got through it. But what happened before that? We first fought for about 5 to 6 weeks in this area to get through that. And now what you got to understand is we finally got through that. We started a weekly squeeze, and now we're sitting in an area where there's still another possible squeeze that's a lot bigger than the one that we've just seen. But the bears are going to try to defend this area. So always know that when you're looking at a weekly chart and when you're looking at where Bitcoin's at and all these sort of things, you just want to highlight, you want to jump to the very high time frames and just highlight the really critical areas of where you're going to expect fight. because what that basically means is if you know on the weekly, we're going to expect fight over here, you're going to know automatically if you're taking short-term trades or you're entering trades to have those tight stop losses and stuff, because we're at a major level where they're going to try protect. Why are they going to try protect it? Because if we get through this major close over here, now it opens the doors of a 36 to 38K, if not up to a $50,000 Bitcoin. That's how important this level is right now. So they are going to definitely try hold it. So now in the high time frame, we know that there's a possible huge squeeze coming. And the previous level we were here, there was a bit of fight. So now what we want to see is we want to track here, and we're basically sitting in the middle. Now, what's the middle? The middle is right in the middle between support and next resistance. So as a risk to reward right now, I've been saying Bitcoin's way too expensive to buy. Way too expensive because it's in the middle. If you had to go risk to reward right now and you had to take your risk to reward tool and put this in, you would say, okay, I have the possibility of testing there and I have the possibility of going there. What's my risk to reward? It's basically a 1-to-1. It's 50-50. Might as well go to the casino and go red or black, right? It's the exact same thing by being in this current area right now. Now, if we do start to lose this and go down here, this gets good because now all of a sudden your risk to reward, gets reduced quite a bit. But what we're trying to say is we are sitting in the mid-range right now. So what we want to do is we want to take this area over here and we want to go crunch up. We want to go crunch up and we want to go zoom in to see which one are we going to. And that's why we build the flags here and we track the momentum here, because we know how critical this level is when it comes to the actual higher timeframes. Now I zoom in and I say, okay, cool. I know on the weekly we had a critical level. Now it's time for me to start tracking this actual momentum and to see what's happening, because people are asking the question, is this the start of a new bull run, or is this the start of or is this a bear rally? Is this an offload rally? Now, let me quickly show you the differences here. So guys, I want to go through a little bit of macro first before we zoom in and we have a look at where we're at. I did take some short-term trades, yes, but I'm waiting for a signal to see if I can give you guys 1 or 2 trades too. But what I do want to show you over here is when we go through the last bull run, the last run, there was this bear rally. There was a bear rally where we went through a really long time, very similar to last year. Last year was devastating. It was an incredibly hard year to remain in crypto. We know that it was hard. I tried everything that I could because every dip that we thought would be good, a strong bounce, just got absolutely destroyed. But ultimately, once you came out of that, there's always been this relief rally. Now, the question is this time is the fact that these rallies over here, there wasn't as much going on in the world as what there is right now. With the dollar coming down strong, all the stuff that's happening in the US, everything, we never had that then. So what people are trying to say is maybe Bitcoin's finally doing what it needs to do. And this puts us in a very tricky predicament because if we go to the normal standard method of the way Bitcoin moves, we should have a relief rally. This currently what we're doing right now should be a relief rally. Then we should go into a slight dip off and then start the bull market. Bull market should be 2024. The real bull market, and 2025 should be the highs and then basically the reset. Next year is the Bitcoin halving, all these sort of things. And basically it's showing that we should have this relief. Now we do have the arguments that we weren't in this sort of time before and people are finally going to Bitcoin for safety. Maybe for the first time, think about it. And I want to ask you guys the question again. How do they screw us right now? We're all saying that we could go to 20K. Maybe there's even a 12K. We've been talking about these scenarios now for the last year. So in our head, we're not really surprised if it does really go to those levels. What will really surprise you? What will really screw you right now? Because now I'm sitting at the area where I do have a little bit of dry powder. And it's like, do I buy on this dip now? Like, what do I do? Or no, maybe there's 20K. Maybe there's 20K. Maybe I buy then. How do they screw me right now? They send Bitcoin to 50. They said Bitcoin to 50, it really confuses me. It really, because now I'm at that point where it's like, what's happening? So for me, it's in a sense of people already know that Bitcoin moves in 4-year cycles. So are they going to repeat the same thing? Are things slightly different this time? That's why it's important to be here every day and to be part of this thing, because we got to zoom in and the chart's going to tell us. The chart's going to say as much as your ego is saying it's going here or we are going to 20K, this thing can reverse so quickly. Because I remember that at these times over here, all these times over here, there was no talk at all. I remember that time where the COVID crash happened, that Bitcoin, it literally fell to 3.8, right? And everyone was telling me it's going to 2, it's going to $1,000 even. No one ever believes it when it happens. And I remember even when we were going up to these all-time highs, this is where I started, guys. I started my journey here. But as we're going up here, no, we're going to go just short. We're going to come down. We're going to come down. Then it goes, no, it's 30K, we're going to turn, and then it goes, no, and it just keeps going. So we got to prepare and we got to stop thinking about what just we want to see and what's actually happening. So let's jump in and let's have a look and start looking at some setups and where we're at and what we can basically be looking at from this current little push at the moment. So what I'm looking at now, I think this dump is on shorter time frame. I think it's a strong one, and I think we're gonna need to give it a little bit of time. Now, what I'm saying about time is what I'm trying to say is the daily close today. Daily close is going to be a big one. We want to close above this trend line. We close this above this trend line. We're still strong. This can end up being a really good buying opportunity if we hold these areas over here. And it sort of sticks to the plan of this was a liquidation hunt. Definitely a liquidation hunt in these times, which if the bull market or this bull leg continues, you're going to see many of them to come. So what I want to do now is I actually want to understand how is it going to work at this area over here. Okay. Firstly, I think it's going to slow down. I think it's going to slow down. That's sort of what we needed to do. We needed to slow down here and just relieve the panic a little bit. From that, we can start then the push. Now, it's going to be very important, guys, and I explained it onto the show, that we do make the higher high after this. Because when it comes to 4 hour, we did officially make a lower low on the smaller time frames. And it's going to be important if we bounce this area to make the higher. At any point, if we go there and we come down and we lose this trend, we now know, okay, whoa, there's a way bigger pullback actually coming or actually happening. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually zooming in into these little areas over here. I know on a high time frame, we're on a major support. And now I'm looking at these nice little smaller time frames to see where we're basically at. And that's why I actually ended up taking, at the moment, a very small long position. Now, guys, market's crazy right now. I still think we can make money for the day. So smaller parts, only daily. Your long term, you're waiting. You're waiting for the close tonight. Any of the big accounts, you're waiting. You're waiting to see where we respect, where we look at. Because remember, if we do lose that major trend, there is a retest, there is an offload opportunity, things like that. Now it's about, can we make money today for the volatility? Because I don't know about you, if I look at the market right now, I see volatility. I see the market absolutely being volatile at the moment. So the way I'm looking at it is I'm zooming in here, and I think it's going to play out like this for the day. I think there's going to be a small little bounce up. I do think it comes back down, and I think it does either go slightly lower or it does trail in this area. So what I want to do is I want to get this little long in the area over here. So what I've done is I've zoomed in slightly over here, and I basically drew this little flag, right? And I just want to see this little move. Now, for me, I know on higher time frames that we're going to be testing this level and we need to hold it. But I know that they're not just going to give it up too quickly. So I know that this little trade is a quick one. And for quick, I'm looking 2-3%. Okay. And I am trading slight leverage on these. If you have no idea about these things, do not do it. Watch and learn and come join Sniper School to be a part of it. Make sure that you are understanding that it's here every day and the markets start moving. But ultimately, I'm taking this trade. Why am I taking this trade? Because I have a little trend to the upside here. I have extremely strong stop loss area over here, which is amazing, which if I look at risk to reward at the moment, if I'm entering anywhere here, I got a 0.5, 0.6%, and I'm looking at the possibilities of us going up to these higher areas. And this is where your Fibonacci tool comes into play, because this is very clearly a leg. Now, I want to show you something quickly. When it comes to Sniper School, and it comes to these things, I teach you the basic understanding of jumping on, and it doesn't matter what time frame it is. Right now, I chose the 1 hour, right? And the big thing that I want to look at that is I want to see what pattern are we in. Okay, remember, on the daily, we're still very much uptrend. But if we zoom in now, and I'm a day trader, or I'm someone that wants to make some money in the day, I need to look at what that specific time frame and what the pattern we're playing out. So if I look over here, yes, daily, I would say we're still here, right? Because if we go straight back into our chart over here and we look at Bitcoin in a sense on the daily, it's very much still a bullish trend. I can see very much strong to the bulls, weaker to like, look where we come from. So when it comes to the higher time frames, I know we are currently still sitting in this pattern over here. Okay, which means I'm interested to see where this low is, because that's the low I want to be buying. And that's the low I want to be getting into. Okay, but now, and this comes for your high time frame, you know, when you want to add to a big part of your portfolio, all these sort of things. But now for the day trader, I'm actually in this pattern, because when it comes to the 1 hour, if I zoom in now and I zoom straight into here and I look and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is a strong leg down. I'm currently in this pattern over here. So what does that mean? It means that on the short time frame, my legs to the downside are currently bigger than my legs to the upside, which means any longs that I'm taking, you can long downtrends, but you need to understand that it's quick longs, because if we can long this little piece up here, we can then short that longer piece down there. Okay. And you could see it very clearly on the charts. And let me actually show you here. Oh, there we go. Cool. So what I have is that step-for-step method. Very, very simple step-for-step. I teach you this, all of it, guys, the downtrends, the systems, and the downtrend, the uptrend, all these sort of things. It's about matching one time frame. We only want to look at data today. How can we make money on the volatility today? High time frame, we have our trend line. We'll wait for that to play out. We need time for that. How do we make today? So ultimately, now I know what trend we're in for the day. And now I know what the tools that I need to use to know when I want to buy or when I want to short. So if I want to buy right now, I'm looking for support, I'm looking for a breaker trend, and I'm looking for oversold RSI. That's exactly what I'm looking for to take a long right now. And then if I'm after that long, I know that we're currently, the shorts are bigger. So I want to take a small long and then a possible short to the downside. And these are all the tools that I'm going to use to then short on the next push. So what did I say over here? I said 0.618 to 0.786 would be the one area that I want to short. So let's quickly have a look over here. If we take this, I take the Fibonacci and I take it from the top of this leg to there. So I take it from there to there. Where's the areas? 618 to 786. Okay, amazing. Now what I do is I take my horizontals. There's a horizontal resistance over there. So I take that and I put that there. Let me just remove this so it looks cleaner. Amazing. So now what I know is okay, cool. I have a horizontal that's matching there too. Where's my RSI? Right at the bottom. Fantastic. So how am I seeing it now if I look at that pattern? I'm seeing that this happens over here. From here, anywhere over here, we could have a nice little relief up here. Possibly, it may take a little bit of time. So let me redraw it. Something like this. And then possibly another leg down, right? So what I'm looking at is this long to the upside, tracking this trend line to the upside over here. And then when we get to the major zone and we break trend, I'm taking profits on my long and I'm turning into a short. Now, the big question that we do have though, is this leg done? That's the big question. Do we go firstly, maybe lower, and then we start this, or is this leg done? So what I've basically done is, before understanding that this is here, because I know we're getting there. We're definitely getting to the area of where we are going to have a bounce. Now, what I do is I zoom in slightly and I put this trend line on Bitcoin. You see the support trend. So let me show you again. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all this wicks. This will indicate for me if we're going to go slightly lower first, that this leg's not done yet. Because that's the thing. You just got to know when the leg's done and know when you're getting and what's the areas that you're breaking out of. So now what I've done is I've put this trend line in. And ultimately what I have is I have these two resistance points over here. So let me make this bigger so you can see it. Fantastic. As long as I hold this trend, this leg's done for now. Amazing. And if I break out this, we should start that rally to the upside. So we're getting to the point now where in the next 15, 20 minutes, we'll have a decision between one of these lines. And that's why for me, if I now zoom in on dot and I look at the dot position over here, which I think I might have got stopped out. Let's have a look. Okay, I haven't got stopped out yet. Amazing. I'm still in the trend as we speak. Fantastic. Let's go back in here. Was that a Binance wick? I am on Binance. Did my Binance get wicked out? Okay, still in over here. Let's have a look at the chart. Amazing. Okay, cool. So I had that trend as we speak. Yes.
Sorry for jumping in. Look at INJ. It's just breaking out on a 15-minute trend. It's showing massive strength.
It's actually crazy to look at. Guys, who got super, by the way? We've been speaking about super. Like, that was a mega pump yesterday. Huge pump from super. Massive. We've been speaking about it being part of our portfolio. Injective protocol has just been absolutely insane. It's been really big. Okay. Have you been tracking this token, Fairfair?
No, I actually haven't. I'm just scrolling through. I had an alert here. I'm waiting for this breaks pullback and then looking for a long if it will look like that.
Oh, we had such good entries yesterday as well. We really had good entries. Let's quickly have a look at dominance and see where we're at dominance-wise. But guys, are you understanding everything that I'm showing now? Are you getting it now? Are you understanding that how you want to see things play out? And that's the goal. The goal is to get the trade now and to see how things play out now. and to see either there is another short opportunity or a long opportunity. But we zoomed out, we looked at where we are, we stopped worrying about the one part of our portfolio, and we focused on where can we make money today. You know, that's ultimately the major thing that you want to focus on. So it's about becoming this non-emotion system. You know, the system where you can be calm every day and understand that doesn't matter which way the market moves, I can make money. And that's the big thing. So pop in the chat there, guys, pop in the chat. Actually want to have a look. 𝗏𝗏, do you want to jump off and give a little bit of your view there while I set up? I'm going to start looking at one or two trade setups here quick.
Sure, on INJ.
Yeah, have a look at INJ, any of the big movers, because that's the big thing. We want to see now what is looking strong, because the market bounces here. If there's something strong right now, you know, that's probably going to be one of the biggest
INJ is looking
buys.
extreme. It's just extreme. I have not been tracking this coin, so I literally just had the alert go off. Let me just move this here quick. So what I see on INJ is that if you look at basically what Sheldon said, that we had these pullbacks, whether it's a liquidity grab or whether it's just a small correction, or I actually still have it in mind that it might be the beginning of this 25K pullback that we're expecting that could actually help the alts move up. But INJ is just showing incredible strength. Look at this. It literally it just wigged this liquidity down here. And then you guys see my chart? Okay, cool. So it might have just been a liquidity grab down here. We wicked this low here, so it could easily happen that this starts climbing up. And if you look at the 15-minute chart, especially when these dumps come, you know, you got to look at shorter time frames, because that's when you can get the entries. You have to look at the larger time frame to understand where it will pull back, where it could go later. But it's very nice to go and look at the shorter time frames to understand where to get in early. So what you could do is that you could have drawn your trend line around here like this on the 15 minutes, so you could see that INJ is just a beast, you know, like pumping through here. So what I would expect that is would have a pullback to the, I'll just set my fib, sorry. You could say that there could be a pullback. We might have a little bit more going up to this region up here, then we're probably going to get a rejection. It might come down to this 618.786 region, retesting this trend line, and this could be potentially a great entry for us somewhere around here, right? So maybe keep the stop loss here, or if you really want to go DJ, you could just go down on the 1 minute and see the market structure and just do something like. So what I'm actually expecting that it would probably going to go down to this 8.846 something. And then, because the reason why I would keep my stop loss very low, I mean, very, very tight, is because we don't know what's going to happen, right, Sheldon? So we don't know if this is, you know, I just saw the volume of Binance. It was 30,000 Bitcoin in 3 minutes. It's a 30,000 Bitcoin. That was liquidations and sells. And I heard somewhere that someone sold 16,000 Bitcoin in one order. So you don't know. It can easily dump further, but yeah, so what I'm looking at is that it will probably come back to this level, and then my first entry would be about 8.845, and then my second entry would be about 8.732 ish.
Amazing. It's actually crazy how strong it looks. I just want to remind guys, if there's any new one watching it, this is the live sessions. This is what we do every single day. So you'll see a whole bunch of, we got a whole team here. We got a whole team here of many different mentors and many different people here. So remember that Sniper School, guys, you sign up with Sniper School, you get these daily calls. So this is something where we sit and analyze the market every single day. And we do it straight after my show. Straight after my show, we jump in and we look at what the market's doing. So if you're seeing new faces, you're seeing a whole bunch of different people, this is the whole community. This is us sitting and going through the market every day. Someone said a render breakout.
And also, Sheldon, if I can add to this, it's just for me, the biggest strength in it was the community, really. Like when I joined, I was actually a student as well, and then progressed into helping the school here and there, and then we're doing this now. It's just the community. So I did not have a family of like-minded people, of traders and all that before I joined the school. So the bull market is coming. You got to be ready, and you're the average of the people that surround you. So you guys got to get a community, and this is the perfect place to be. I promise you.
No, it's incredible, guys. Remember, below the video, you'll find the steps to get in. And the only reason it's not even about just the school anymore. It's about this, like, have this backup when the markets go crazy. Like you're gonna appreciate this for the rest of your time. I remember when I was trading and I had a little community as well. Like the fact that I could jump on with them at any moment when the market was going crazy, it's a privilege to have this. It's a really big thing. So all the details below, guys. Okay.
Render shall not like render. I like render. Look at it.
That's the thing. We had an interesting zone. Okay, so render.
Look at it on the 4 hour and look at it on the you can look at it on the 1 hour too.
That does look good,
And
huh?
Solana did exactly the same thing.
Oh wow.
With a huge wick.
Look at that.
Yes.
That's really good actually.
And look at the 4 hour. Just look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect retest of support over there. So where it bounced was good. And now looking incredibly strong on the breakout. So it looks good. This looks really good. So let's see this over here. The render looks strong. It probably looks like it's going to go to the top of the range over here. And then what we have is if we zoom in slightly, we can have a look at the support trend. So these are nice and easy because you'll know where to put stop loss. So basically your stop loss, if you had to enter in the zone, it's a little bit expensive now. But if we had to enter in the zones over here, stop loss would be under the zone. So a 1.4, 1.5. So not high leverage, but a 3x, 4x, something like that could definitely make some sense. It looks good. It looks really good. Injective just looks like it wants to just absolutely explode. Okay, so we want to see if Bitcoin can break out of this level. So guys, the way I've set up is for me, I've taken a dot entry. I just want to get dot here quick on Bybit. Amazing. Let's actually jump in over here. So you can see I have my major trend. That is my entry over there. And there's my stop loss under the previous low. Jackie, if you don't mind, just pop a poll up there. I want to see where everyone's at. If people are in the market, out the market,
Cool.
anything like that. Don't rush on this either, guys. We'll be looking at getting some good setups. Let us just confirm. So what I want to see now is in the smaller time frame, we have Bitcoin coming down. We want to see Bitcoin hold trend, hold this line. And from here, we want to see the break of this. We break of this, I will be going long further. For now, I have put a stop loss and I got around about a 1% stop loss on DOT from my entry.
Yeah, I'm like you said, I'm waiting because that is a big like that was a huge red volume spike on render on the 1 hour. So it does look good, but like you said, we want to see a retest or something.
Okay, there's a few people in a trade.
But again, the reason why also Sheldon says like keep your stop loss is very tight is because this can easily just be a retest and we can still go down. So nobody really knows what's happening.
So the only reason it will go down is if that wasn't the bottom of this short-term leg. So it would definitely go test the lower areas. If this is the bottom, we'll have a little relief bounce and then a possible another leg. So it's just about, is this aggressive leg finished? And this trend will tell us that. If we lose this trend, so it's whichever one we break first now, right? If we break this one over here, we're going to have a little relief rally first. We break this one, the leg's not done. We're going lower first. And if we do go lower, I'm probably expecting around 28,800 would probably be the test for us to be moving to next.
ING is coming for the retest.
So what was interesting to see here now, I was looking at the totals. Look at the total 3.
Yeah, retesting the trend line break, right?
Yeah, it's holding the so if we go look at some higher time frames here on total 3. bit of a candle, but what we do have here is we still have the original trend, which we haven't broken. Now, remember, okay, so we have 53% of people in trades, 53 not. Fantastic. So what we have here is there's the momentum. We're still holding up. And we actually spoke about this yesterday, that don't be surprised if we do have a little bit more rejection on total 3, because it took total 2 such a while to get through this area. Look how many times, like we fought for a while. Does that not look like a RS flip? We do hold these levels, guys. Market's still incredibly bullish. So we want to make sure that we close these levels. Look at the total market cap. That's just a reset. Higher high, reset, resistance into support. What we would like to see after this is we want to see us hold these trends, but obviously this could possibly give us the spark of the total 3 breakout. And that's possibly what we want. So look at the stock markets. I don't know. The futures looks a little bit red at the moment, but I am hoping it breaks through higher. I don't want it to reject in these areas here. We do have a little bit of a Dixie bounce. So it's not just crypto. We have all the markets at the moment just slightly red. Dun, 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 dun. I want to play music, but we live on YouTube.
Yeah, I definitely will not do that, Sheldon.
I want to play music. Yesterday was so nice having the music in and things like that. Okay, let's go through some alts here, guys. Let's go through some of the high time frame alts to see where we're at the moment. So near perfect retest of the 200-day. If Bitcoin holds this level and it bounces and the dominance comes down. Shadow ban, bro. Hey, really? Okay, Run's saying we must play music. What do we do? Play music. Okay, the stream's probably gonna get taken down when it gets thing, but
you can get some royalty-free music.
Either way, guys, this is not supposed to be broadcast. So remember, Sniper School, this is how you do the sessions. But what do you want? Some Ben again. I liked that yesterday. Did you guys like it?
That was definitely a vibe.
Yeah, that was sick.
A vibe. Okay, guys, this will be shadow banned.
Sheldon, we got a 15-minute high close on render, so potential retest entries maybe if you want to have a look at that one.
Okay, amazing. Okay, I'll put the music soft, guys. I promise. I see people are like, not too loud. Okay, no problem. Let me just share the right screen. Okay, and this low. Is that fine? Too soft?
Perfect.
That sounds good.
Okay, Bitcoin, we've given the music. Now give us a pump. Okay, so we want to see Nia hold this.
Pump the music. I can hardly hear it.
Is it soft?
Yeah, pump it.
Brad saying yeah. Pump the music. Okay, the support we wanted to bounce, huh? So guys, I'm about $70,000 long. Okay, let's give it a few minutes. Let's see if we hold here, then it's time to long. So I think trades are coming any moment, guys. Either shorts or longs. We'll know in the next 10 minutes or so.
It's 15 minutes. I can't see.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sheldon, should I show my INJ entry? Oh, but this is a good part of the song. This is a good part of the song.
Yeah, it is a good part of the song.
Where we once began. Ocean father, I was wrong. Years I followed just the sun.
What energy is this, guys? Like, seriously, I wish I knew this back in the previous bull market. Really, it's incredible being here.
And I begin to see.
I feel like I'm in a therapy session.
Yeah, but it's awesome. Let me. Can I share my screen?
Go for it, dude.
Oh man.
But I can't.
Sheldon got to unshare, I think.
You could just force it off of screen. That is an option.
Okay, good.
Who feels like they're in a therapy
No,
session?
but then the music is gone.
Open the same tab, my dude.
You can't play it,
Yeah,
okay?
Fluffy.
You can't play it in the background.
Oh man.
Okay, I just wanted to run through this very fast. So like, so the INJ, what we said, we had this trend here coming, right? So we broke out of that trend, and I expected to have a pullback. I'm not sure because the market seems to be desperate to move. I'm not sure that we're gonna come back to
They
retest
tell
this.
you to turn your chart to dark mode. It's too bright.
Oh yeah, I use white, guys. I don't like the dark theme. It's just so, for me, it's just so pop. I know I'm alone with this. Everybody's charting on the dark, but I like this better version. Anyway, so I'm expecting this to, obviously not financial advice, but what I'm taking is this trade. Hopefully, it will come and touch to this point right here, and this could potentially be a great long for us. It could pop like 6%. It's 1 to 5 risk reward, and if this entry does not get hit, or I mean, if this entry gets stopped, then this is my next entry right here. You see that it's 732 going down with a stop to 691. But I have to admit it very, very honestly, I had to enter here with a very, 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 very tiny small amount, because I just think if it will pop, it will pop very, very hard. So that's just ING. So we'll keep you posted. Please put the music back. I didn't want to kill the vibe.
You did it. You did it.
Oh my God, I don't believe you did that.
Sheldon's getting water. We screwed now.
Oh, okay. Okay, what was it? What was it? Jackie, can you send me the link? You don't know it either, right?
You gotta keep us entertained because you killed the music.
Someone's dropped a SoundCloud link there. I don't know what it is though.
Let's go. Okay, let me just do it then.
Bro, you know what? Do that.
All right, royalty free pop.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
render
good.
is
Click on that
pumping.
link.
There goes render.
Yeah, render's pumping.
Yeah.
Guys, don't FOMO in now.
Way late.
You are way too late.
Oh my god.
Do you guys hear this?
No.
Just make
We
sure
can't
to share
hear
your
it.
sound. You needed to check the checkbox on the bottom left of your share window. So just end the screen share and just start it again. And then on that window, you'll see the setting.
Down
bottom
share.
left.
Yeah, what doing that?
You got it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Well, something.
Hey Max, are you watching the render trade actively?
Yeah, I am.
One of our viewers on the YouTube stream is asking for your setup on render right now.
Okay, I'll just stop sharing.
Yeah, I
In
think-
the trade.
Uh,
He just wants to know where he needs to get out.
where he needs to get out.
Yeah.
If he's in the trade, he wants to. Well, I mean, it's really up to him. But I would target the top of the little range that we formed, those highs. So anywhere between 2.1 and 2.14. I don't know.
You want to share?
I can. Yeah, my chart's a little bit messy, but I'll let me just clean it up actually first.
I'll send you the link to the video on the music on our chat.
Okay. Just let me know if you guys can see the screen.
We can see your screen.
Okay, cool. So it was Sheldon's method of entry, guys. The break of trend. Okay, so basically all you had to do was enter on the break of trend. However, this trade had already kind of popped when we were looking at it. I think we were all a little bit late. I did get in somewhere over here. So I'm safe. I've got my stop loss underneath. Let me just draw it up for you guys nicely. Guys, it's not financial advice. Don't take these trades if you are not comfortable, and don't use high leverage at all. Because if you look at renders like range, for instance, where my entry is just to over here, it's almost 2%. So you got to use very, very small leverage if you are taking these trades. With this one, I do think it will pull back eventually. So you could potentially get in over there on a retest of these little highs. Anywhere over there, you want to maybe try and get in, but this one, it's pretty, yeah, it's ripping already. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can track this bottom momentum line over here as well, like this. Pretty steep line, but any break of this line, it's already a warning signal. You want to maybe exit the trade, but if you look, if we had a pullback now, and a touch of trend anywhere near these highs, it's a potential entry. You just got to be very careful that you're not too far away from a good stop loss. What do you guys think, Fefe?
No, honestly, what I think, to be very, now I'm reading the comments as well. What I think, do not FOMO in. Really,
Yeah,
like
guys,
I remember the
late.
feeling. Like right now, you have to understand, Max and everybody else up here, we do this 0.24. Like when he says do this and get in, and that it's not financial advice. Don't do it. Don't start, because what usually happens in these areas is that people start, oh, I have to get in as well, and it doesn't matter, market order, buy, let's go 20x. That's not good. Market conditions change all the time. We're just here to give information. Come to the school, come to the sessions on Discord, get used to the charts. And then obviously this is perfect. What Max just drawn here is perfect. It's just, I just don't want you to feel that you have to jump in now and take the trade, and there will be another trade always. But if you if you what Max said as well, if you get in here, chances are you're going to get wrecked, because markets don't move in one direction. markets always come back, always come back. So maybe you will get like, like a little pump, but then it will come back.
Can you guys hear the music?
No,
No,
it's only on your
but
side.
we hear you singing. Let's go.
Okay.
Sheldon,
Go.
can you open the Discord daily tab on your trading view? And we can keep that music playing, and I'll take you through some of these charts, like bigger picture things, and show you where some fibs are that we've hit to some trends and some supports.
Okay, cool. I'll open it now. So let's quickly, for a second, we'll bring back the beats now. Let's quickly have an update and see what's happening here. I actually want to chat about these because I think these are the big ones to focus on this dip. Is this AVAX?
Am I the only one seeing just a Zoom screen right now?
Oh,
Yeah, we are.
We see Zoom screen.
guys, come on. Let a guy know. Okay, amazing. So looking at AVAX on the daily, I'm still at that point where I think this is a liquidation hunter. Look at Phantom. I think let's go through the list of alts quick. ALGO lost the support yesterday, where I did load up more on spot. It is the original support here. So we'd like to see a bounce here. ALGO is taking its time. It's one of those old ones that are just really taking its time. Look at Cardano. So remember what we're doing. Ultimately, you're jumping in and we're looking at, where are these what patterns are we in? And it's very much, we're still in bullish on the higher time frame. So we focused on this area over here to see, do we hold these specific levels and all these sort of things. So, as things stand, it's a RS flip when it comes to actual Cardano at the moment. GRT was one that also took quite a hit yesterday. Still in the major support, but it did have a fake out when it came to the actual breakout over here. So what I do now is I shift this to the new trend, and ultimately we could see now that we've now tested the lower range. I still think GRT is going to be one of the big movers. I think obviously Chainlink was a big one to pay attention to. Chainlink nearly at the top of the range. Still not high enough for me yet. I'm hoping we do break that major resistance to finally unlock and hopefully get us to the higher levels of the $12. For me, I can't allow a single day, as things speak now. I can't allow a single day to just change everything straight away. Like I need at least a day or two of confirmation. Like I still have the exact same game plan that I went in previously. Super. Okay, we'll chat about Super now. Super looks fired up at the moment, but for me, it's still the same game plan. I'm obviously just zoomed in and seeing at the levels. How are my positions doing over here? My smaller positions. Let's see. Okay, basically just hovering at the moment. Let's look at Super Farm. So Super, interesting. It does have a higher band that we want to get through. So where it pumped to yesterday, it basically got rejected at this area over here. Let's put this up. This higher area over here, that's sort of the area we want to get through. So yes, huge volume yesterday, but you do want to see a break through this level, to start making our way to the higher levels. If that does happen, I'm looking at a really big push of a couple 100% from Super on that push to the upside. Let's look at Injective. Wow. Insane what this token's been doing. Absolutely insane. Matic on support right now. If you didn't want to buy Matic.
Ripping it.
Render's strong. Yeah, it's gone. Did anyone get the render? That's
I got in.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, render incredibly strong at the moment. Let's actually see at the categories of what. Put some bubbles up here. I want to see what's obviously Injective and render. Neo. So we want to pay attention to what coins are strong here, guys. When the market's looking like this, we want to see, because if the market does bounce, you know, we're going to look at the two scenarios. Market bounces here. What's the strongest? You know, what are we trading? What looks really good? That's sort of holding right now. Bitcoin. So let's quickly play the two scenarios out, because I know it's run show just now. Definitely watch run show. Otherwise I get fired. You know how it works. We all get fired if you don't watch run show. Very important. So what we're basically doing now, smaller time frame, is we're matching this up. I still think there's a relief bounce coming. It's about the question of if the relief bounce comes here, small bounce over here, or we break this trend and we're going lower first, and then it's the same thing. You're going to basically see it slow down. You're going to track that in there and the relief bounce. Now you need to remember, on smaller time frames, we are currently in this pattern over here. So it means when we do have the bounce and we do end up getting the buys, you know, we need to make sure that we either invalidate the downtrend or we trade it to the downtrend. So technically, if you look at the chart now, we look at anything of where we're at. Let me just my drawings. There we go. So the way things stand now is we should either here, or let's say we go lower down, we should bounce, go somewhere here, and then another possible leg down. So as things stand, the next longs that we're taking will be short, quicker longs, and actually getting out on the pump, because I still think it's going to take a little bit of time for us to just go back to the 30K. It's not just going to happen at any moment. You want to see price basically hover and stay strong here between the 28,500 to more or less the 29,500. Slow down here, relax a bit, and then we can start the momentum again to the upside. So the only really long that I'm focused on now is the dot. If it does, as you can see, I have my stop losses in play. In case it does go, there's my stop losses under the previous low. If it does decide to go lower and fill this wick that it dropped to earlier, amazing. I'll be looking at picking up some longs in that area, but that's more or less it for now when it comes to looking for trades as we speak. As soon as we break this, then you can definitely be looking at some options for some short-term trades. If we break that major resistance to the upside. Then it's cool, but remember, it is a short-term sort of view and things like that. So guys, I want to remind anyone that is here, I want to remind that this is what we do every single day with Sniper School and these sessions. Today it is being broadcasted because it's a big day, and we want to make sure that all of you guys are good out there and you're relaxing and you're not allowing this to affect you too much just yet. But that's the thing, you have this community every day. So again, below in the description, sign up for Sniper School and come join. I'm doing cohort 5 that's happening in 2 weeks. Cohort 4 finishes next week. This morning I actually taught them about Bitcoin pairs and all these sort of things. Love you guys lots. You know, do you guys just appreciate being here? Look at the chat. Chat's absolutely rolling very much. Guys, so you have a run show coming up in 45 minutes. For now, take a breather. I wanted to show you more or less what this is about. For those who, our community, our trading community every day, take a breather now. We've had a great week. We've done incredibly well. If there is a short-term long, pay attention to that break. But other than that, just be patient. We'll catch the next levels. Let's make sure we hold. We want Bitcoin to hold 28,500 today on the daily close. We do that. Things are looking amazing. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow. 𝗦𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫, all of you guys. Dol, I think let's jump on the Discord on that tomorrow. Let's show everyone the Discord and all those sort of charts. I just want to get it more set up here and more up to standard. Love you all. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Same time. If you want to know what's happening with the dump, go watch my show from earlier. I have given all the details of what we're expecting. Much love, Banter fam. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Love you.
Ciao, ciao.
Hey, Jackie, you can end Zoom, brother.
Cool. Nice stream. Thanks, man.